guys, it's Mary, I'm the Frugal Chef. Welcome to the last day of taco week. Today we're gonna make some birria tacos, but we're gonna make them quesabirrias. Oh my gosh, guys, I don't want you to be intimidated by this recipe. It looks like a lot when you read all the ingredients and everything. It's not. It really cooks by itself. So as you can see, I have a half-eaten one here, which I tasted for you at the end of the video. I promise you guys, this is really, really good stuff. Before we do anything, if you haven't subbed, and you would, I'd really appreciate that. Turn on the notification button so you don't miss out on anything. Next week, we're doing chicken week. I'm going to do all kinds of delish things with chicken. Let's make this. I have a very hot pan here, and I'm going to start kind of roasting my chilies. I washed them, and now I'm gonna roast them. These are anchos. We're gonna do 4 anchos, and we're going to do like 8 guajillos. I washed them very well. I took out the stems, but I didn't take all the seeds out. That's fine. We don't wanna burn these. We just wanna toast them a little bit. So now I'm transferring them to my blender. Now the guajillos. Same thing, no stem, a little bit of seed, that's fine. Washed well. I actually have 10, I'm just gonna use them. Same thing, I'm gonna transfer to my blender. Now I'm gonna put a small onion here. 2 garlic cloves, and let that get nicely charred. I'm going to add a little piece of Mexican cinnamon, about a teaspoon of peppercorns, half a teaspoon of coriander seeds, maybe 8 cloves, and half a teaspoon of cumin seeds. All right. That smells good, 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 good. All right, I'm gonna put all of this in the blender. I'm gonna add about a half a cup of water. And we're gonna blend this until it's a puree. If you don't have a good blender, you might want to boil the chilies first so that they will blend correctly. I'm forgetting the salt. Okay, now I'll be back in a bit. So I'm gonna be using some short rib, and I'm also gonna be using some boneless shank. You can use any meat you want for this, guys. It's going to steam for hours. It's gonna be nice and soft. You can use chuck, you can use whatever meat you want, okay? I have 3 pounds here, and this is 2 pounds of short rib. You can even use chicken for this, by the way. I'm gonna wash this and come back, okay? I ended up adding another 1/4 cup water in here because it was too thick. So you see how yours is doing, okay? Basically what we're gonna do now is we are going to make sure we coat every single piece of meat in there with this. Guys, and we're going to marinate this until tomorrow. So it's gonna be in the fridge overnight. Now, if you wanted to cook it the same day, you have to marinate this at least 4 hours, okay? So I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, and we will make these, and I am just wicked excited. Ha! See you tomorrow, guys. Good morning, guys. We're gonna cook our meat today. We're going to cook it in a steamer. If you don't have a steamer, you could go ahead and cook your birria in a pot with water and just kind of stew it. I like this method better because all the juices from the meat and all that adobo that we put on it are going to fall into our broth at the bottom. and it's gonna end up being amazing. So I have enough water in this pot that it won't touch my basket. And as per my friend Christina, a very good Mexican friend that I have, I'm going to add some potato and some carrot to this water. So I just sliced the carrot. She also told me to add some garbanzo beans. I'm gonna add half of this 15.5-ounce can of garbanzo beans. I took out the liquid. That's what it looks like in there. I'm going to place my basket inside. You want minimal water, if any, to be seeping into your basket. I'm now going to place the meat into the basket. I'm going to add the whole thing. All right, spread it around. We're gonna put some bay leaves in there. This is gonna cook for about 4.5 hours, guys. Every hour, I'll be back to you. We'll check to see how the liquid is going. We need to steam this at the lowest heat possible. We don't want it to, you know, boil, and then all the liquid is gone. That's not the purpose. We want a beautiful consommé, a beautiful broth at the bottom with all of these juices. So we have to be patient and we have to give this time and do it at a very low heat. As you can see, this started to steam. Looking inside, there's plenty of liquid in there. I'm going to go ahead and seal this better so that I'm not losing any steam here. Go ahead and put a dish rag on top, and I'm going to do this. I want you to start checking your liquid about every hour, hour and a half. What I did not tell you is I gave this a head start by starting it at medium heat. Once I felt that it was starting to be hot, I put it at the lowest heat. Okay, so if you want to do that, I'm gonna see you when this is ready. Okay guys, this has been cooking for 4.5 hours. I have been checking, no problem with the liquid. It's been so slow. Plenty broth in there. Look at that meat. Oh, I wish you could smell this, guys. Oh my God. It is pretty amazing. All right, 2 things we're gonna do. We're gonna wait for the meat to cool down a bit so we can shred it. And I also want the broth to cool down because I want to collect the fat that's on top so that we can use it to fry our tortillas. I want you to see how amazingly tender this beef is. Look at it. I can just separate it from that bone. Oh, it's falling apart. This is pretty delicious. And this is our broth, guys, full of flavor. That's all the fat I got out. And here's all my beef. I want you to taste this for salt. And I also want you to start heating your broth because we're gonna serve our tacos with a side of the broth for dipping. Oof. I know mine needs salt because I've been tasting it. Oh my gosh, this meat is just amazing. We're gonna heat a pan really nice and hot. We have to work fast, guys, okay? So we're going to dunk our tortillas in that fat, and we're going to put the tortilla on the hot pan. And put cheese on here. I'm using Oaxaca, which I stringed. You can use any shredded cheese that will melt well. Some of our meat. I'm gonna fold it. Oh yes. I filled this little cup with some of that broth. I'm gonna add some white onion in here. chopped cilantro. I'm gonna add some pepper because I like it spicy. I'm gonna open this and add some onion and some cilantro. I'm gonna squeeze some lime into my broth and some lime inside our quesabirria. So we dunk it. Oh my God, guys. You have to try this. It's amazing. Thank you for watching, guys. Guys, I'll see you on Monday.